हाय एवरीबॉडी, वेलकम बैक टू स्नेहा टीवी। आज मैं आप लोगों के साथ एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक शेयर करने वाली हूँ जो मेरे लाइफ में मुझे काफ़ी हेल्प किया है और मुझे लगता है कि आपको भी हेल्प करेगा। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। तो क्या हुआ ना कि माई सेल्फ, माई मम एंड डैड, हम लोग लंच कर रहे थे एंड mum had made some delicious fish fry. So we are Mangalorean Catholics, we enjoy seafood, and we were all having a great time. We were chatting. All of a sudden a thorn got stuck in my throat. Now usually कहते हैं ना कि जब भी वो कुछ स्टक हो जाता है, just have a big round ball of rice and you swallow it, and along with that the thorn also goes off inside, right? Now what had happened was I tried everything possible. Okay, I tried to eat rice, I drank water, I prayed to God, like everything I did, but it didn't work out. The thorn was still there. तो फिर पापा ने बोला कि come let's go to the doctor, because if it stays, it's a foreign particle, and if it stays for more than uh, how long it should, it can cause a lot of problems. So that is when I decided that okay, let's go. We went to the doctor, and I was really getting worried, and it's actually considered as a procedure. Like I've paid around 2,000 for it, for the ENT to take that thorn out of my throat. So I went there, and then she did it within seconds, and I was like, wow. She just said relax. She called the nurse from inside, and then she held my head so that I don't shake a lot, because usually when a foreign particle is in your throat, settled in your throat, on top of that you use another scary foreign particle to remove it, it can be very scary, right? So that is why the setup was created, and I was happy, felt safe, because it just got out. Okay, so after that episode, what happened, you won't believe. One of my relatives, let me keep her name Bunty, okay, because I don't want to reveal the identity. So now this Bunty, what happened, she had a piece of fish at her place, and then guess what, the same thing happened with her as well. The thorn got stuck in her throat also, but she was very scared, and Bunty is a senior citizen. Now imagine someone who is 38 years old compared to someone who's above 60. Of course, these days there shouldn't be any kind of bias, but still you do know that they are a little more sensitive, right? So what happened, she told me about it. I said, auntie, please let's go now itself to the doctor, because I tell you, if it gets infected and it's gonna hurt, and it'll be even more worse, and I didn't want that for her. I said okay, we'll go together. Now this time we went to another place. It was a mini hospital. The doctor was a male doctor, and he said okay, there's a thorn, I can see it, I'll have to remove it. We said fine. So then she sat on the chair. When she sat on the chair, he tried to open her mouth himself, but after some time he told her that you open your mouth this way and I'll try to remove the thorn, and don't shake, don't move. She said fine. Then he started getting impatient. After trying once or twice, he said, you just wait, let me just switch on the camera. Now first point, that camera was non-functional. He had to again connect it to some device and something, and then see where the thorn was exactly stuck. Okay, now after that was done, even then he was not successful, because the instruments he had were so obsolete. नूरजहाँ के ज़माने के, अकबर के ज़माने के, शायद उनके ज़माने में भी बेहतर इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स होते होंगे शायद, बट इनका तो भाई बहुत ही बुरा हाल, like really bad instruments. God alone knows which world it belonged to, at least not this world for sure. Now what happened, he started giving her instructions saying that when I ask you to bend forward and I'll try to remove it. She said okay. Now when he is trying to remove, he's saying bend forward, and she did this. Then he's getting irritated, he's shouting at her, he's throwing the instrument, and he's saying bend forward, madam, don't you understand? And poor Bunty, she is so hassled, she's so scared, she's so worried, because she doesn't know what is happening. She's completely obeying what the doctor is telling her, but even then he's saying you are not listening to me. And it turns out, because I was sitting right there, that this guy's grammar was terrible. Now it's not about speaking in English or Hindi or Kannada or any language, but it is having that basic patience that a doctor should have, some empathy, some care, some courtesy, which he lacked big time. Now I couldn't stand that, behavior. And I said, Doctor, you are speaking wrong English. You will need to tell her in Kannada that she needs to bend forward, means like this. If you don't want her to bend her upper body and just turn her head either left, right, forward, backward, you need to give her those instructions patiently. And that is when he got to know, okay, this is something that is, not to be neglected. And Bunty is getting angry. Let me try. I said, she needs a break. We need a break. We will come back in some time. Then I took my aunt outside. I told her, Auntie, see, just because you've come here doesn't mean you should tell him only to get that thorn out of your mouth. But let us go to some other hospital if you're not comfortable. Now, Auntie was like, see, we've tried so much. Let's give it another shot. By then, he got to know that we were a little upset about his behavior. And then he was behaving very patiently, though every cell of his body was screaming that he's totally impatient. Now, this incident was so disturbing for me to see. Of course, for some of us, it may not be a big incident, but that poor lady, she went through so much that evening mentally and even physically in a way, because if you are going on opening somebody's mouth, using instruments again and again and again, it hurts, right? We are human beings. While there are beautiful, excellent doctors in the healthcare industry that I have met in my life, I've realized there are also a few impatient, mean ones who need to be spoken to in a very, very assertive manner. And clarity is something that is non-negotiable with these doctors. So that is why I decided that today I'd like to make this video and have this conversation with you on how you should never feel scared or never feel worried when you have questions to ask your doctor. Understand what the time limit is, because ultimately you're paying the fee, right? Doctor doesn't mean that you go and just do whatever he says, and even though you're not convinced, you go on and on with it. No, it's not that how it works. And also, having said that, it doesn't mean that you take doctor's time for granted and the conversation goes on for hours. Now, that is also not acceptable. However, my focus today is to empower you to be really confident when it comes to your health, and when you want to go and speak to a doctor, what are the kind of questions that you need to ask, what is it that you have to keep in mind when the doctor is not being courteous enough. Okay, I'm not saying fight, but simple preparations before a doctor's visit, as simple as a consultation, keeping these topics in mind can be very useful. सबसे पहले आप अपना एलिवेटर पिच जो है वो तैयार रखिए. कीप योर एलिवेटर पिच रेडी. नाउ एलिवेटर पिच इज नॉट जस्ट limited to job applications. You need to have a script ready so that you feel at ease when you go to the doctor. And with so much pressure and time constraints that doctors have, they just give you 11 seconds to express yourself, and then they are on to the next topic, next question, or next patient. You don't want that happening with you. That is why making a note of all your symptoms, what's going on, right before you enter the doctor's clinic is extremely important. Do that homework. If you know that your appointment is at 6, you must spend some time with yourself at around 4:30 and note down what is it that you want to ask your doctor. Why are you going there in the first place? ये नहीं कि blindly मैं बीमार हूँ, डॉक्टर ने मुझे बुलाया, अपॉइंटमेंट मिल गया, मैं अंदर जाके जो भी वो कहेंगे मैं वो करूँगी. ऐसा नहीं होता है, ठीक है? तो आपको बैठ कर अपने आप को थोड़ा टाइम देना होगा समझने के लिए कि आप किस चीज से गो थ्रू कर रहे हो, व्हाट आर यू गोइंग थ्रू, एंड व्हाट आर द क्वेश्चंस दैट यू वांट टू आस्क योर डॉक्टर. For example, list your symptoms, notice what makes them feel better or worse. Let's take an example. If you have fever, what time of the day is the temperature rising or decreasing? Is just a simple dolo acting well on your fever or not? What is the kind of food that you should be eating, because maybe at this point you're not feeling hungry at all? So what can you do to have proper nutrition for your body, especially when you're not well? So all these things, just give it a thought. You would know your body the best, and make a note of all of this. That will be a part of your elevator pitch. So the second tip I'd like to give you is take someone who you trust along with you. For example, I sometimes take my husband, most of the times I take my dad. Yeah, it's just either one of them who I take with me. Because what happens is, I had read somewhere, it was an interview by a nurse herself, and she said that the medical staff perks up whenever there is more audience, right? So in fact, even she gets alert when she sees more people. Somehow two heads are better than one, right? So always make sure that you take somebody who is there as a strong source of support for you. Because I have seen patients who get very scared unnecessarily just because they are doctors. The doctors might be extremely loving, affectionate, but sometimes they get very scared, like आई डोंट नो कि कोई प्रिंसिपल आ गया या पुलिस कमिश्नर आ गया उनको अरेस्ट करने के लिए, ऐसा वाला फीलिंग उनको फील होने लगता है. तो दैट इज नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट एट ऑल. सो व्हेन यू टेक योर person who you trust along with you, automatically your conversations are more clear. You have that support system with you. If you falter somewhere, then the person who's come with you knows where is it that the doctor needs to give attention, and then the conversation becomes smooth. The next step I'd like for you to follow is to ask a few simple questions. The first question you're going to ask is, write it down. What do you think this could be, doctor? If you're not clear why it is happening, what is the reason? The second question you're going to ask the doctor is there anything I should do in case my symptoms become worse? And the third question is important, pay attention. God forbid, I really hope that it doesn't become worse, but if it sounds grave, your doctor doesn't know yet why is it happening, then you put forward a suggestion. Doctor, I have chest pain, so do you think I should see a cardiologist? Doctor, my stomach has been aching for a long time. Do you suggest I should meet a gastroenterologist? There are some issues in terms of, let's say something to do with your breast. Doctor, shall I see a gynecologist? So when you name specialists, doctors are most likely to pay attention to that conversation and then put you on to the right person. अब जो बेसिक जजमेंट है कि क्या आपको कुछ छोटी सी चीज़ हुई है बट देन आप नहीं चाहते कि डॉक्टर आपको बेकार में एक लंबा बिल दे दे और किसी ना किसी के पास भेज दे, देन उस केस में आपको अपने आप की सुननी पड़ेगी, कहीं ना कहीं अपने सेल्फ अवेयरनेस को भी बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. और इसके बारे में भी मैंने काफ़ी सारी वीडियोस बना रखी हैं, आप लोग मेरे चैनल पे देख सकते हो, ठीक है. तो basically these are some important things you should note down in your book. Go grab a notebook, get a pen and write it down, okay, so that you don't forget. And last but not the least, very important point that I want you to keep in mind is, don't be afraid to change your doctors. Sometimes your gut will not lie to you. Gut feelings are the CEOs of the office of your life, trust me. So they are guardian angels and you must listen to your gut feeling. ऐसा होता है ना कहीं बारी कि आपको पता नहीं कैसे बट कुछ पता चल जाता है आपको किसी एक सिचुएशन के बारे में, और फिर आप रियलाइज़ करते हो कि हे भगवान, माई गट फीलिंग वाज सो राइट, थैंक गॉड आई हर्ड माई गट फीलिंग, थैंक गॉड आई हर्ड माई सेल्फ. सो इफ़ एट ऑल यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद द डॉक्टर, ऐसा कहीं नहीं लिखा है कि मैं 5 साल से इस पर्टिकुलर डॉक्टर के पास जा रहा हूँ या जा रही हूँ और मुझे वहीं पे ही जाना पड़ेगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. गलतियाँ ह्यूमन बीइंग से होती है. अगर वो पर्सन चेंज हो गया, वो डॉक्टर अब उतना केयरिंग नहीं रहा, then you're please welcome to go to any other doctor, find out. And ultimately if you don't speak up, you don't take care of yourself, nobody is going to. And for me, my primary goal through all these videos, through my coaching sessions, is to enable self-compassion for yourself, to enable that leader in you, to enable that power in you which can guide you. And that is the most powerful advice, the most powerful coach for you. ओके क्योंकि हम लोग चाहे जिसकी भी बात सुन ले, अपनी भी मेरी भी ये वीडियो आप देख रहे होंगे, बट अल्टीमेटली आप वही करने वाले हो जो आपको सही लगता है ना. तो मैं बोल रही हूँ कि उस पावर को आप ज़्यादा हार्नेस करना शुरू कर लीजिए. एंड जो भी आपका गट फीलिंग आपको बोलता है, प्लीज़ लिसन टू इट. Now what I'm going to do is, in the description box, I'm going to give you a script with some questions that you can ask your doctor. It is on my online academy. It's called Sneha's Community. So I will share the link there. You can go ahead and download those scripts. And practicing scripts is very important. When we were kids, अगर हमारे को कोई पोएम रिसाइट करना है तो हम लोग हमेशा मिरर के सामने खड़े होकर बात करते थे, पोएम बोलते थे या पेरेंट्स के सामने प्रैक्टिस करते थे, क्योंकि हम जानते थे कि प्रैक्टिस हमें परफेक्ट बना देगा. बट अभी क्या हो रहा है ना कि हम लोग समझते हैं जस्ट बिकॉज वी हैव ग्रोन ओल्ड वी नो व्हाट टू स्पीक, बट नो, दैट चाइल्ड इज स्टिल देयर इन अस. एंड एज ह्यूमंस anything to be mastered requires practice. So that's what even I do. Like simple things like these, you should just be very confident when you're asking somebody, because the moment you say, I don't know what's happening, do you think this is what my problem, the other person also reacts like that. But the moment your tone changes and you say, I feel this could be the reason, what do you have to say about it, the entire scenario changes, right? But it's not that I don't falter, even now I do, but practice is what helps me to keep going. Now at the end of the video, I want to tell you something very important again. I have, by God's grace, received amazing doctors in my life, most of them, maybe 1 or 2% here. Also, one of the gynecologists, I call her दीदी, उन्होंने मुझे बोला था एक बारी जब कोविड चल रहा था कि you know, some doctor didn't speak to me well and I really felt bad. It was very rude. So she said, give her that benefit of doubt, Sneha, because COVID is going on. They will also be scared because, you know, they have to go back to their family. They may be having senior citizen parents just like you, kids, you know, so give them that space. It's okay. Forgive, let go. That is something I learned, and I realized to be empathetic. Unless someone is dancing on your head, that time you need to take action. But yeah, so ऐसे एक या दो बारी मेरे साथ हुआ है. But उसके अलावा जो डॉक्टर्स मुझे मिले हैं टचवुड आज तक, बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्वीट, अंडरस्टैंडिंग. इनफैक्ट एक है ट्राई लाइफ हॉस्पिटल जहाँ मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स मैं जाती हूँ, एंड वहाँ स्पेशली जो डॉक्टर्स हैं वो लोग बहुत ही फ्रेंडली हैं एंड दे नो माई केस, दे आर पेशेंट. So I really hope you found this video helpful. For more such conversations with which you vibe, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for notifications. Otherwise, you will not know whenever I put up a new video. Okay? Take care. Bye.